All right, guys, welcome back to more Backyard Baseball. And so today I'm continuing the League Play series I've been doing by playing Game 13 against the Monsters. And in our last matchup against them, we surprisingly blew them out 18-0 for our largest margin of victory this season. But they are currently still in second place at 9-3. And we're coming off another close extra innings game that went to the 9th in the last video, just like the last time we played them. So can we bounce back against them again this time around and keep our undefeated season alive? Let's find out. We are back on the road for the second straight game, and the Monsters got Tina Herrera on the mound in this one. And we got Pete Wheeler leading this thing off, of course, and he hit for the cycle in the last game, but technically speaking, both of his singles would have been fielder's choice in real life. So let's try and get a legit cycle here in this game. All right, on that one. And is that going to be off the fence or the scoreboard? And it is. And we'll take our double here to start with Pete. Let's go. Man in scoring position already. If only we could have hit that to the left or the right of the scoreboard, and that would have been a solo shot to start, but I'm okay with that because now that brings up Pablo Sanchez in the 2 spot. Let's go. We took that Oppo Taco. Is that going to be short? Ah, the power shortage, but you know what? That moves Pete over to third, and that brings up Angela in the 3 spot. And with Pete's speed, all she really has to do is put this ball in play to score a run and take the lead. She finally hit her 10th home run in the last game. And that might be number 11. Nah, it's going to be a little short, but it's going to get down. And that's going to be a ground rule double. And I believe that's Angela's first extra base hit on the season besides a home run with how slow she is. And she comes through and scores our first run of the game. Take a 1-0 lead. Let's go. Now that brings up Mikey in the 4 spot, who's hit a home run in 5 or 6 straight games. Can he keep his home run streak alive? Quick 0-2 count, and now we're fighting.
Into the windup and delivers. The swing.
And we pull that outside pitch, and wow, he hit that at least 500 feet high in the air again. And sadly, that's not going to move Angela over with how slow she is, and now we have 2 outs. And that brings up Amir. Amir has been clutch for us this season with 2 outs. Can he continue right here? Got ourselves another 0-2 count. We're going to switch to line drive. We just got to put this ball in play, Amir. I need you to fight. And we're way late on the fastball, and that ends the inning. But at least we got on the board. We got Kenny back on the mound in this one. 0-2 count here already to start, and after seeing that last swing, we're going back to the high inside cheese right here. And sit down high inside cheese here to start the game from Kenny. We had an 0-2 count here on Vic, and now he's worked into a full count. I don't want to lose him right here. Kenny wants a slow ball. Please just don't hang this too much. And you know what? I'll take the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks to start the game. And now that brings up Heather Quinn in the 3 spot. Their best batter, batting .583 in the season, one of the top in the league. We got to be careful here. He wants the right hook. I'm afraid he's going to hang it, though. And he does, but thankfully it's a line out, and Kenny snags it on the mound. And a 1-2-3 here to start. Top of the second, and we got Luann leading this inning off. You know what? She puts it in play, and with her speed, she might be able to beat that out. And no, that pitcher's got a nice arm. Now that brings up Keisha with 1. I can't remember the last time she homered. She's due right here. And I say that, and she pops it up a foot past the plate. And no one decides to catch it. They both olay it, and I'll take the infield single. It may have not been a bomb, but we got a runner on. Now that brings up Ahmed. How about a little Oppo Taco 2-run shot right here? And I think I just spoke it into existence. Come on. Come on. And it scrapes over the wall. It actually bounces over the wall. That is the first time I've seen that happen in this game. You could hear it bounce off the top of the wall. And Ahmed gets just enough for a 2-run shot. I spoke it into existence, and now it's a 3-0 game. Now we got Kenny rolling up to the plate in the 9 spot. 2-2 count. We're working this with Kenny. We're fighting. We were a little bit early on that, and sadly, that's going to be an easy play back up the middle. Yep, there's 2. That's okay, though, because now we're back to the top of the lineup with Pete Wheeler. Fighting with 2 again here with Pete. And we hit it back up the middle. Is that going to get down? Come on. And no, it's going to be a fly out to center, but not after we put 2 more on the board. She's first pitch swinging on a slow ball. But Pete's going to make this play, baby. Never mind, he's going to let it hit the ground. Let's go, baby. And they start off with a leadoff single. All right, she's swinging at the slow ball. Let's try and roll 2. You know what? At this point, yeah, let's try and roll 2. We should have just gone 1. Kenny does not have that type of arm. And that's another infield single right there. And we got first and second, no outs. They got a runner in scoring position. That's on me right there. I got greedy. I should have just taken the out at first. 1-2 count. We're going back to the high inside cheese. Kenny wants it. Come on. And let's go, baby. Shotgun number 3. That's what we needed. That was right down the middle. Luann Can you please catch one ball in your life? And no, she is so bad. Luann, come on. I don't think you caught one ball this whole season. Let's throw her out at home. And we give up a run right there. It's a 3-1 game. Now they got runners on second and third, still one out. Full count. I do not want to lose the batter right here and load the bases. Come on. Right down the middle. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Ahmed, someone just make the play. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? They forced her to go home. That was dumb. They sold out their teammate. And they're out at home. Let's go. A self-inflicted double play right there. They could have had second and third, 2 outs, and brought up one of their best batters in the 9th spot. Instead, we get out of that inning with only 1. I love the CPU in this game at times. Top of the 3rd, and we got the GOAT, Pablo Sanchez, leading this inning off. You know what, let's try and pull a ball over the fence right here. Another 1-2 count. We're fighting with Pablo now. And I thought we just pulled that low outside pitch for a home run, but no, it gets down. And we'll take a double right there. Let's go, Pablo. A leadoff double. That's how we get this thing started. Now that brings up Angela in the 3 spot again. And she's all over that one. That's going to get down. Let's go. Angela doing her thing, and we're going to send Pablo home. I don't know if he's got an arm. We shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't have done that. And he's back. Okay. Whew, that was a bad idea, but thankfully we were able to recover. Runners in the corners now, no outs, and that brings up Mike in the 4 spot. Show us why you're in the cleanup right here, buddy. And come on. Sadly, that's going to be shorts, but that's going to send Pablo a little sac fly right there, and Mikey does the job. Make it a 4-1 game. And now we got a mirror up with 1 out. And he takes that the other way. Is that going to get out? And no. Oh. Sender, yes. They can't catch it over there. And you know what? We're going to keep them at first and second because Angela's way too slow. 2 drop balls have made this inning possible. We got to take advantage of these defensive errors, and we got Luann up now. All right, everybody just go back. Everybody go back. Infield fly. All right, they called it. The first time I've seen an infield fly in this game. Thank goodness. 2 outs, and now that brings up Keisha. Does she want to start a little 2-out rally here? And I think she does. Come on, baby, get out of here. Please. And let's go. Just barely over the fence. And a 3-run shot there from Keisha. And the 2-out rally has been started. Yeah. That's her first home run. And I don't know how long. It feels like it's been forever. But she's back, baby. And now we got Ahmed back up. And they go to the bullpen and bring in Vic. Ahmed homered in his first at-bat. It bounced over the top of the wall. Can he do it again? We're all over that, baby. We're all over that. If only that got down on the power-up pitch, and that would have given us a batting power-up. That is unfortunate. Bottom of the 3rd, and they got Felix Grant leading this thing off. Another one of their best batters, batting .576. We got to be careful here to start. He's all over that slow ball. Come on, thank God it switched to Pete, because Luann can't catch to save her life, and apparently nor can Pete. Let's go. It hits off his leg. And they start off with a leadoff single. Why can no one catch in the outfield, y'all? Come on, man.
This young batter eats left hooks for breakfast.
And we'll see about that.
Swing. Strike free. Swung on. Sliced it. The swing.
He did make contact.
A bouncing ball.
But that's going to be not a double play, but you know what? We'll take the force out. I wouldn't really say he eats left hook for breakfast if he barely hit that ball on the 3rd time, but... Oh, that's not good. Yep, right down the middle. I wanted it high outside, and he threw right down the middle, and that's a 2-run shot, and it's a 7-3 game. It just got a little bit more interesting right there. Let's put a 400-foot bomb on our head, and exactly what we wanted. Now that brings up Heather Quinn, their best batter in the 3 spot. I really don't want to give up back-to-back home runs. Kenny wants the heat again. Just don't throw this down the middle, please. Thank you. Low outside where I wanted it. Pablo makes the play, and there's 2. All right, she's late on the inside fastball. Come on, Amir. He dives for it. Make the play, and let's go. A little diving play right there, and we get out of the inning with only giving up that 2-run shot. Top of the 4th, and we got Kenny Willen back up to the plate, leading this thing off. All right, pulls it down the line. They're playing so in on Kenny. Why are you guys disrespecting him? That's crazy work. And I was about to say, he was still thrown out on that, but no, they drop it thankfully, and we'll take a leadoff batter on. Because now that brings up Pete back at the top of the lineup. 1-2 count, we're going to switch the line drive. We just got to fight. If Pete can put in play, he's most likely safe. Did he just do that with a line drive? Pete, you are built different. It's off the scoreboard, unfortunately, I think for the second time this game. And Kenny, you're gonna go back because you are just not it on the base path. But I'll take a single right there. Now I got a runner in scoring position, still no outs. If only Pete could just hit that more to the right, that would have been a bomb ski. But now that brings up Pablo in the 2 spot. That's it. That's it. Come on. Pablo, I need better from you. What are we doing, guys? Get back. What? Kenny, I was trying to send you back. Why don't you listen? And what just happened right there? They throw the ball out of play trying to go to first. So it's a double play that shouldn't have been, but thankfully we get an extra base and it moves Pete into scoring position now. And now that brings up Angela with 2 outs. Can Angela clutch up right here? And I think she did. Come on. Come on. Is that going to be off the scoreboard too? You've got to be kidding me, man. That scoreboard is my worst enemy right now. But you know what? Angela clutches up with 2, and it scores Pete from second. We take an 8-3 lead. RBI single right there. Mikey back up here with 2. He has a chance to make it a 10-3 game now. And I think he just did. Come on. Come on. Oh, and it's just short. But they can't catch over there and right. The right and left fielders suck for the Monsters. And what was that? The pitcher doesn't even move on that throw. Another out of play and move them to second and third. That's huge because they are my 2 slowest runners. And now there's not a 4th, so they don't have to move right here. The inning stays alive, and now we got Amir up. Fighting with 2 strikes right here. You know what? We're going to line drive. Let's just put this ball in play, Amir. And how am I late on that slow ball? That was right down the middle. 0-2 count. Let's try the left hook. I just hope we don't hang this. I have no clue where it's going. All right, on the ground. Kenny, what are you doing? It went under your wheelchair? Dude. Thankfully, he stays with it. How does it get past the wheelchair, man? You literally have an advantage out there on the mound. 3-1 count, Kenny. We need strikes, man. You're throwing the fastball. All right, she swings at it. That probably was ball 4. And it's a line out to Kenny. There's 2. 1-2 count. Kenny wants a slow ball. Can we get strike 3 right here? And let's go. She's way early. And we'll take a 1-2-3. Top of the 5th, and we got Luann leading this inning off. All right, there we go. And they're playing in on Luann. They're disrespecting our batters here today. And we'll take a leadoff single there. Now that brings up Keisha, who's got a homer. Does she want to make it a 2-home run game? You know what? Since we're up 8-3, we're going to try and steal with Luann. I don't remember if their catcher has an arm or not. And yeah, their catcher has an arm. And we aren't going to steal the rest of the game. That is unfortunate. That's going to be on the ground. And she's probably going to be safe. And she's in there with an infield single. They're playing deep on Keisha. Now that brings up Ahmed. I should have laid off that a little low. But you know what? Keisha's going to be safe at second. So it moves the runner over. 4th out is gone. And now we got a run in scoring position with 2 outs. That brings up my boy Kenny. If they're playing in at third base again, let's hit over their head again. Or let's hit a ground ball, and that's going to be out 3. Not what we wanted. Oh, he's on the slow ball. Okay, I see you, but Mikey's got this, baby. Mikey's got that easy over there at third. Now that brings up Felix, who's batting .592 on the season now. I'm praying Kenny doesn't throw us down the middle like the last time they hit a home run, because... And he does. I just got to stop throwing the heat. I tried to do it outside, but the circle's so big right now. I have no clue where it's going to go, and it's down the middle, and that's their second home run on an absolute meatball. And it doesn't shock me. It's Felix right there, who's literally their best batter right now in terms of average. And he cuts the lead in half to make it an 8-4 game. And after getting up that home run, I think it's time to use the juice right here. I need you to finish strong, Kenny. Time to bring out the heat right here. Can he get the bunt down finally? And he does! Wow, 3rd time's a charm. And my boy is fast, but Kenny's faster. There's 2. Now that brings up Vic, who homered earlier. 1-2 count. I would normally go to the high inside cheese right here, but he homered on the heat last time. So we're going to do the slow ball away. Can we get him chasing? And he doesn't swing. Let's go. Strikeout number 5. And we get out of the inning with only 1. Top of the 6th, and we got the top of the lineup back up, and Pete Wheeler. And that's got to be gone the other way. Come on. But no, it's going to get down. Let's go. We got my fastest player on first here with no outs. Now that brings up Pablo in the 3 spot again. And I had still with Pete right here, but we figured out with Luann that this catcher's got an arm. So we're just going to swing away. And we're a little bit late on the inside pitch. Pete, please go back. Pete, what are you doing? Go back. You've got to be...
The wheels fell off. He's out.
That's so aggravating, man. Why are you going? That ball wasn't even out of the infield. And then he falls on his way back to first. And it's a double play that shouldn't have been. Now that brings up Angela with 2 outs in the 3 spot. She's 3 for 3 today. How about we cap your day off with a little solo shot here?
A swing. Next one.
And that's not gonna be a solo shot. And the right fielder doesn't even move. And you know what? We're gonna send her 2. We're gonna send her 2. Actually, that's an awful idea. What am I doing? You know what? She's gonna stay at first for her 3rd single today, 4 for 4. Have yourself a day there, Angela. Now I got Mikey up. His home run streak is on the line. His last opportunity, most likely, to extend it right here. And they go to the bullpen again and bring in Heather Quinn. How about we give her a nice warm welcome with a 2-run shot right here, buddy?
Swinging. A low
Or let's just hit it to dead center. That works too. We got our 2 slowest people on. And you know what? We're gonna send Angela 3. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Just kidding. Just kidding. They would have definitely been thrown outs. All right, back-to-back singles here. Do we have ourselves the start of a 2-out rally here with Amir up now? Can Amir go Oppo Taco and make it an 11-4 game? And no, it's gonna be just foul. It would have been a home run though.
That's cap.
A few feet to the left and it would have been 11-4 game.
A swing.
And of course, it's in on our hands.
Watch your kneecaps on this
And
one.
of course, it would have gone foul if she wouldn't have made the play before the base. And that's the inning. We were this close to a 3-run shot right there from Amir. Bottom of the 6th, and we got Heather Quinn up in the 3 spot. One of their best batters again. We've held her down though, 0 for 2 today. Can we do it one more time right here? All right, she's first pitch swinging right back to Kenny.
Pitcher makes the catch.
Easy play, there's one. 1-2 count, and now it's time to start bringing out the power-up pitches. The big freeze here.
1-2 pitch.
And got her. Let's go, baby. Works to perfection. Strikeout number 6, and there's 2. And we got some more juice again after that one. Let's go ahead and use it here for the last batter. And let's finish this thing off with the crazy ball. Kenny wants it.
Stretch. He throws it.
And she doesn't even swing the bat. She says, forget it, I don't want to do this. And we finish it off with another strikeout, 7 on a day for Kenny. And we get the dub, 8-4 for a series sweep against the Monsters this season. And so the game 13 MVP is going to go to Keisha. She was 3 for 3, had 2 singles and a home run. Taking a look at the league standings through 13 games, we stay undefeated and improve to 13-0. The Monsters drop to 9-4, but stay in 2nd place. The Melonheads and Rockets are tied for 3rd place at 6-7. The Sox, Giants, and Wombats are tied for 5th place at 5-8. And then the Hornets stay in last place, but they improve to 3-10 and finally get another win. And that's gonna do it for this one. We'll pick back up in the next one with our last game of the regular season, game 14 against the Hornets. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.